Connecting letters, and this is lesson number 2. In the previous lesson, we connected alif, ba, ta, tha, noon, and ya. And this time we can add 5 more letters, which are jim, ha, kha, ayn, and ghayn. So ja, ha, kha, a, gha. And these letters, when they are connected, if they are at the beginning of the word, always when we connect any letter, if you remember from the principles we studied earlier, when we connect letters, we always keep the head and forget about the tail. Jim becomes like that. Ha becomes like that. Kha becomes like that. Ayn and ghayn. So we always keep the head only and we forget about the tail. Now, sometimes Jim is people like to close it like this. So instead keep it open, you just close it. Ha the same and Kha the same. You just close it. But this is different than the Sad because this is like triangle. Sad is different. Sad has, if you want to just demonstrate that on a separate piece of paper. So if I want to demonstrate that on a piece of paper, the difference between Jim when it's closed and Sad. See, the Sad has first a tooth and then it's more curvy. Some people like to draw it like this, which is okay because the moment you see the tooth, you know this is Sad, it's not Jim. Jim is more like this, and there is no teeth in it. And Ta, if you want to do it like this also, you can, but it has a stick. See? This is a stick, Ta. This is a sin, one tooth, Sad, and Ha has nothing. It's supposed to be like this. Some people close it. Some people do it like this, but there is no either stick like Ta or tooth like Sad. Now, Ain, when it comes in the middle of a word, it has to be closed like this. Ghain, the same thing. So when it's in the middle of the word, it's closed like this. When it's at the beginning, it's like this. When it's standalone, it's like this. And let's take some examples about these letters when they stand alone. Standing alone. So let's see when the letters they stand alone. We have Akh. Akh means brother. Alif and Kha. Alif don't connect with the letter after that, so the Kha stands alone. We have lawh, a board. And now waw and ha, they don't connect because the problem is with the waw, it doesn't connect to any letter after that comes after it. So ha stands alone here. Dakh, same thing. Dakh, alif don't connect to the word that comes after it, to the letter I mean. And now we have burj, tower. Ra doesn't connect to the letter that comes after it. So jim stands alone. Let's see now at the beginning of the word, and we get some example. I have the first word, جو, جو, not جو, جو, because جيم عليها فتحة. هذا فتحة. So this is جو, and this is سكون. We're going to study that later. جو, it means atmosphere. It's atmosphere. We have حل. حل. حل means a solution. Also جو, جو also means weather. If I ask you كيف الجو أو كيف الطقس, it means weather. I have خطأ. خطأ means error. خ is connected to the ta. I have here عمل. عمل. عمل mean work. And don't confuse عمل with عمل. عمل, it means he did. And if you want to also see the feminine form, we add تاء مفتوحة and it becomes عملت, she did. If I want to also use حرف الغين, I can say غابة. غابة, which means jungle. So we have عملت, we add تاء مفتوحة when we want to make the verb feminine, it means she did. I have غابة, means jungle or forest. Also I have غذاء or غداء. Let's see غداء instead of غذاء. Take off the vowel. غداء, it means lunch. So I forgot also to add here under the standing alone, I forgot to add two words that comes with ayn, but ayn stands alone, like باع. باع يعني he sold. And we can make it feminine by adding تاء مفتوحة. We say she sold. Another word when the where the ayn stands alone is فارغ, or غين stand alone. فارغ means empty. And we can make the feminine form by adding تاء مفتوحة. عفوا. by adding تاء مربوطة. فارغة. فارغة doesn't mean she is necessarily, but it could be anything like feminine. It could be سيارة فارغة. It means the car is empty, because in Arabic, feminine and masculines apply to everything, not just to human. So here, empty as فارغ applies to masculine words like a box is masculine, صندوق فارغ. While فارغة, it applies to feminine words like غرفة فارغة, a room is empty, a room is feminine. So this is the feminine form, this is the masculine form. Now let's study the last part, which is جيم حاء خاء and عين غين, when they come in the middle of the word. In the middle of the word. We have the first word here, فجر. فجر يعني dawn. Before the sunrise, we call it dawn. Fajr, the time that comes before the sunrise. We have محل. محل. محل, it means shop. Shop, any shop. It could be candy shop, it could be clothes shop. حرف الخاء in the middle, we can see the word مختار. مختار. The word مختار literally means a chosen, but as a term, it means a mayor of a village. We have also لعب. لعبة. This is a verb. Feminine form is لعبت. See the ayn is closed. So we close it like this. We go like this. Some people like to make it like this. It's okay. Doesn't matter. But don't make it like this. This is wrong. So لعب يعني he played. لعبت means she played. Now حرف الخاء الغين I mean, we have صغيرة أو صغير. Small masculine, small feminine. This could be size-wise, صغيرة وصغيرة, and could be age-wise. For example, as we said for the ha could be written like this, it could be written like this, it could be written like this, could be written like this. This is different than sad, which is written like this, with a tooth. And different than ta, which is written like that, with a stick. Now, some people like to write sad as a triangle and ta as a triangle. That's fine. Ta has a stick, sad has a tooth. Ha, not really like a triangle. This is not ha. It has to be a little bit like this or like this. This one, I mean, this looks like this one. Didn't make any sense when we did that. This one has no teeth. This one has a teeth. This one has a stick. So some like to write them like that as a triangle, which is okay, fine. Ain, as we said, like let's take one word, muallim. Now, as we said, shadda, which is a little w over the word, it means the word is stressed. Muallim, muallim. So there is as if there is two L or two lam here. Now, mim, because it's at the beginning of the word, was written like that. Ain is closed because it's connected from both sides. Lam is connected also from both sides, and mim at the end comes like this. Now let's analyze dakha, dal, alif, kha. Now, dal doesn't connect from left side, alif doesn't connect from left side. That's why kha here stood alone. And this is not the kha problem, this is the alif problem, because alif cannot connect with the letter after that comes after it. That's why when we had, for example, Fajr, we connected the jim. The jim connect to the letter before it. Or when we said Mukhtar, Mim, we connected it to the Kha, to the Ta, to the Alif, but Alif does not connect to the letter after it. So that's why the Ra now stands alone. Otherwise, you see Fajr? Fajr is connected with the Jim. Because Ra, like Alif, like all these non-connecting letters, again, I'm going to repeat that because a lot of students still get confused. Oh, I'm sorry. I always do alif ba ta ta. Alif, ra, zay, dal, the, and waw. These letters connect from the right side like any other letter. If you see here the ra, it's connected to the jim. The alif connected to the ta. So there is no problem with connecting the letter from the right side. The problem is these letters don't connect to the left side. So if you see alif didn't connect to the letter after it, and here dal didn't connect to the letter after it. So they only connect to the letter that comes after them, not before them. So let's now see, for example, another example. صغيرة عندنا الصاد. Now صاد instead of this, because it's going to be connected, we forget about the tail. We write it like this. Connected to the ghain, connected to the ya. Ya is connected to the ra. Again, because ra, all these non-connecting letters connect from right side, but not from left side. Now, ra doesn't connect from left side, of course. Ta marbuta. Otherwise, ta marbuta usually can be connected like this. Like when we say, for example, غابة, we just said غابة. غابة. Ba can be connected to the ta marbuta here. Here, ra cannot be connected to the ta marbuta. All right. Now, other words. Let me see if any of the words that we studied in this lesson need to be analyzed. The word jaw. Now, somebody may read this ju, but because jim has fatha, you can't do that. You have to write it jaw, not ju. Same thing. Lawh. Now, in spoken Arabic, we say this is we read it as loh, but in formal Arabic, we read it as lawh. There is fatha ala lam. So when we speak Arabic, you may hear it loh, that's fine. But in the formal Arabic, it's pronounced lawh.